Hello, everybody. Ooh. Hello, everybody. I'm Shane. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, you know the drill. You like, share, subscribe. You leave comments. Help the algorithm out. I just showered a little bit ago. That's why my hair is so fluffy and so curly. Because it was wet, and it's wet, and I didn't put any product into it. So it's going to dry. It's going to air dry and be big and puffy and curly. Ooh. Okay. Guys, today, so far I've been pretty productive. I slept really good last night, and I hadn't slept in the past 3 days. At least 2 or 3 days, but I did sleep pretty good last night. I woke up today before 8, and I didn't have work, so that's insanity, just to wake up without the alarm clock. But whether I slept good or not, that is up for debate, because I had lots of dreams and nightmares, but that's always how it is. I always wake up several times during the night, but like to use the bathroom, get a drink, whatever. But I think I fell back asleep pretty quickly, even if I woke up 2 or 3 times. So I've been up since early. I went for a long walk already. Today is pretty beautiful out. It's very sunny. I think it's in the 60s. And I was trying to get some cleaning done. I'm trying to be productive. So, washing dishes or laundry. And I got all my Halloween decorations taken down, I think is how you should say that. Tooken. I don't think tooken is a word. I think taken. Liam Neeson. Ooh, so it's like noontime right now. I just got coffee from 7-Eleven. I went to my job, the pharmacy I work at, and I got 2 liters of Diet Pop. Pepsi is what I like, and I got 2 of ginger ale. Last night, in my spare time, I was bored. I had put these on. These particular boots, they are high heels. These were very cheap. You could have bought these off of Wish for $10. Or if you don't trust Wish, which I don't, you could get these on Amazon for $20. These are nice, stretchy pantyhose, like a nylon. They are thigh-high boots. And man, oh man, in the sunlight, they really, truly sparkle. I was playing with these last night. I did do a video of it, but it's into private because I had like a weird underwear thing on, like a thongy kind of underwear. So, I had RuPaul on last night. I was watching some of the best moments from previous seasons and of All Stars, etc., etc. I still want me and Miss Marissa Cookie to get to this podcast. I have so many ideas or so much topics I want to talk about, but she has a lot as well. So we're going to have to agree to disagree or find a common ground. Look how pretty this is, this rose gold. I just put Facebook dating onto my phone, which I've already had Facebook, forever. Since I was 18 or 19, right out of high school. I'm 33 now. Facebook now has a new feature of dating. And so as you guys know, there's Tinder, there's eHarmony, Match.com, Christian Mingle, all those kinds of things. And then in the gay scene, I talk often on my channel about being gay and what a struggle it is because of Grindr, Hornet, Jacked, all the hookup apps, Manhunt, Adam for Adam, whatever there is. There's Tammy or whatever. All these new things. But I normally don't put myself out there. I normally don't like the way that people behave. And gay people act somewhat like animals a lot of times. Men act insanity. So I don't want to just say gay. It's in the straight community too. Whether it's black or white, Hispanic or Asian. There's a lot of men who are just liars. And I've already been experiencing a lot of crazy, chaotic stuff. And so I'm going to have to write it down, and we're going to have to talk with Miss Cookie about it. She's very good at giving advice. She's very, psychological, philosophical, whatever you want to say. I just love her perception, her opinion, her viewpoint is so different than me. But yeah, there's a couple different things that I want to talk about. I actually kind of want to talk about getting judged, because the gay community is very judgmental. Very, very judgmental. They're bitchy, they're catty, they're so judgmental. And what I want to talk about with the whole judgmental thing is people either want to label you, are you a top or you're a bottom, which is saying, are you masculine, are you feminine? Well, here's the thing. I used to be very judgmental myself in the gay community. And I would never want to date somebody who was feminine, flamboyant, or if they did drag or whatever. So I myself have those tendencies and those traits at times. It's not all the time, but at certain times. So anyway, I thought I shouldn't be labeling somebody else or judging them, criticizing them for something I myself am. And I have a couple stories to tell you. I'm not going to tell you on this video, but when I was in Florida and I was on PrEP medication, I had a lot of judgment coming my way from this Hispanic guy who was much older, and he was a nurse, and I'll have to tell you that story in detail because it's a crazy one. And then there's another story about this Italian kid that I didn't even meet up, but the Italian kid, he didn't like that I was into drag. If I had wigs, if I had high heels. The Hispanic one was also. When I was in Florida, for whatever reason, so much Puerto Rican Scorpios were drawn to me like flies to shit. I kid you not. I'm a Taurus. I don't know why. I just was attracted in that. But the guy who was the nurse, he didn't like if I had heels in my apartment or wigs or whatever. And he said so much comments about all this and that. And he was really feminine in his ways and in his tendencies. And I won't forget, we were talking for a while. And before we ever messed around or anything, I'm like, well, do you have any STDs, or have you had any? Do you have anything like to be worried about, concerned, I like to practice safe sex practices, even no matter who says what, because you can't believe them and you can't trust them. So that means condoms, prophylaxis, whatever. And like I told you, I was on PrEP medicine in Florida for the year. I was on Descovy. I was not on Truvada. Anyway, this particular nurse man, and he was older, he had... It was either genital herpes or genital warts, but I think it was herpes. So anyways, he wanted to judge me, being judgmental about my feminine drag stuff that bothered him so bad, but he had this virus. And I say it's a virus because a virus, once you have it for all your life, you know? So I was a virgin until my mid-20s. I never am judgmental or critical of like whatever, but I don't want to get an STD, like honest and truthfully. And I'm sorry, there's people who think that they're so much better because they say that they don't sleep around, they're not promiscuous, slutty, whore, and skank. But a lot of these people who catch the diseases, they weren't careful, and they were slutty, whores, and skanks. So anyway, the other kid, this Italian kid, he wanted to meet up with me, but he didn't like that I had drag, and he himself had HIV and possibly AIDS. I don't know if it had developed to that stage or whatever. And there's a video of me on the internet talking with this kid on the phone on my YouTube. I had my Burger King mukbang, and then I was talking to the kid on the phone, and his name was either Gio or Giovanni, and I could tell you the Spanish guy's name if you want to know it, but the nurse guy. But this kid, he was so bothered by the fact that I had drag or did drag or whatever, and he wanted to hook up with me, but like, and he was Italian, this Gio kid, and long story short, like, he told me that he was positive. So he's criticizing me for being feminine, flamboyant, into drag stuff, and that's not his zhuzh. But you could say that all you want, but do you think I'm into diseases, or that I want to get with someone who has diseases, whether we're careful or not? Do you think that turns me on and it's attractive to me, knowing that you've been so sloppy and not careful, that like you made your bed and made it messy, and then like you lay in the bed you make, or lay in the mess you make, or whatever. But again, I'm trying not to be judgmental. I'm not judgmental. I've known a lot of people who had got HIV and AIDS, and typically they got it from someone who they really trusted, and they had like an agreement to be in an open relationship or to be careful, and you trust somebody and then your life is ruined. And I've known a lot of people who had it very young in the gay scene and the trans scene. I've known so many people in young years of life. I'm talking early 20s. To me, that's young because I was still a virgin until 23. But again, I'm not judging somebody, but you can sit there and say like, oh, you don't like that I have feminine traits about me. But people try to boss you and control you, and they are not even dating you yet. That's the thing that just blows my mind. They like want you to be this way and fit into their mold, even whether you have body hair or whether you're shaven. You know, I'm not a very hairy person, except the hair on my head. And it's funny because like people will say stuff about that. And the weirdest thing with this Facebook, that's what I was trying to tell you. You never know how a dating app is. Is it going to be legit? Is it going to be full of catfish? Is it going to be full of like weird people wasting your time? Or is it actually going to meet you into real people? Not robots, not fakes, not whatever, not people lying about their pictures. But also in the gays, there's a lot of crazy psychos, there's a lot of stalkers, there's a lot of obsessions. It's a serious problem. It's really sad. And social media, people pretend to be something that they're not. So Marissa has good advice about that. Cookie has good advice about how you can know if someone's faking or if they're being themselves. You got to get them around their family. That's how you do it. So anyhow, someone just blocked me earlier today named Greg, this older man, on Facebook, the dating version. And you have to talk with the person for a while. You get to know them for a while. They can only see your dating profile. They're not seeing your Facebook profile, not unless you give them permission to do it. So anyhow, this guy talked to me for a while. He wanted to get to know me. He swears, oh, I'm not typical. I'm not a messy, sloppy, whatever. I don't want to hook up. I want something, you know, with substance. This is what he says. And he's just lying. He's just feeding me bullshit because he knows what my profile says. And anyhow, he tried to talk to me for a little while. Long story short, he wanted to get my cell phone number because I said, oh, I'm busy today. I'm cleaning. I got stuff to do. I'm off work. He's like, give me your phone number, this Greg man. And I'm like, no, I don't do that. I just put this Facebook dating app on just today or just yesterday. And I was like, I got computer hacked last year. I'm not doing that. I went through a year of ruining my life. And finally, I got a new phone and a new number. I'm not giving you my number. I don't even know you. And here you told me all this lies. Literally, the moment I said, no, I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do that. The minute he blocked me. And I find it funny because it's like, dude, you fed me all this bullshit and all this lies. And it's like, you could have said goodbye long ago. Because you tell people what you're looking for. If you want to hook up, if you want a friend with benefit, if you want a relationship, a long-term or not. Like, it's so easy and it's so whatever. The whole Facebook of it all is like, let's quit faking. If you want to hook up, then get off this freaking thing because that's not what it is. I've had so much mean, nasty people tell me to get off Grindr because I'm looking for a relationship. And they're like, well, you don't find relationships on Grindr. You find hookups. And that's it. That's what it's made for. That's what it's used for. That's it for Pitt. But also, too, it's like this stupid-ass Greg guy. Earlier today, he was like, tell me a little bit about yourself. I want to get to know you. Tell me. And I told him a little bit. A little tiny bit. A paraphrased, short and sweet, you know, what is that called? Like, paraphrase. Like, I gave him a short version of this story. I didn't give him my whole life spiel. I gave a little tidbit. And even with that, he's like, whoa, oh my God, what a book. What a novel. Moby Dick by Herman Melville. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, you asked for me to tell you. It's so funny. This is like the epitome of a red flag. So, lo and behold. And then there's a kid on Grindr whose name is Greg, who's talking to me, and he's so cute. And he wants to talk about language, Spanish, Italian, Arabic, this and that. Because I have on my profile that I'm looking for a Spanish tutor. And literally, the kid started talking to me, and the first thing he's sending me, like, nude photos. I'm like, wait, what? You talk to me, you say you want to be my tutor, you want to hang out, you don't hook up, and you don't want friends with benefits, you just want whatever. Like a relationship of substance or to get to know a person, but then already you sent like dirty pictures. And like I hadn't even had a chance to respond. So I think that kid is a catfish. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off the thing and let you go and let you know. See, my iPad is hot. See how cute my hair is? I was just at work for a brief, quick moment, and Debbie and Dana was telling me, oh my God, Shane, your hair is so cute. Your hair is so cute. So, thank you. I love my hair. I'm a bald-headed hoe. I'm Calibo. Bye, guys. I love you. Leave me comments. Like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. I'm trying to get Miss Cookie over here onto my channel. She got to get up before noon, Mary. She's been sleeping in. Bye, guys.